Hi, and thank you for clicking on Pain to Power, a call for HOA reform. I wanted to follow up my introductory video with a high-level overview of the first homeowner story that I will be presenting on this platform in segments in the days and weeks to come. I had the opportunity and privilege to drive out and meet this homeowner at her property in Grand Junction. She is a retired nurse and caregiver. Unfortunately, she had an event occur that left her with a disability, so she retired from her profession. She found a lot in Grand Junction, on the outskirts of Grand Junction, across from National Monument. And at the time that she went to purchase this property, there was not an HOA mentioned on the plat nor the deed. And this very fact was the reason why she proceeded with purchasing the property, because she wanted to make sure that she did not buy a property that was associated with an HOA. Fast forward a year later, she starts to excavate the property to build her dream home, and all of these alarming and concerning events start to occur, which ultimately leads her to the realization that the 6 other homeowners and lot owners formed an HOA while she was a lot owner without her awareness or knowledge. This ultimately led to this newly formed HOA serving her with a lawsuit claiming that she owed the HOA over $600,000 in legal fees associated with fines and violations. The series of events that started to occur at the time that she started to excavate her lot were very concerning, and when you start to put them all together, they definitely start to raise some eyebrows. I'm going to just give an example of some of these events in sequential order. About the time she started to excavate the lot, her neighbor, who's also an HOA board member, attempted to file a restraining order on her. This same neighbor then called the Adult Protective Services out of concern for her behavior. An anonymous call was also made to animal control around animal abuse claims. Around the same time, Social Security Services was called anonymously with claims of disability fraud on her part. Around all of this time frame as well, the HOA management company came to her property and ripped out fencing on behalf of the HOA, claiming that the HOA owned a portion of her property. This was then followed up with a sheriff deputy arriving at her property, supporting the HOA management and HOA claims that they owned a portion of her property. This was before any formal claims were filed with the court of law and before any judge had the opportunity to rule on this matter. Around the same time frame in 2022, this homeowner moved a pride flag to the front of her property out of respect and honor for the victims in the Colorado Springs nightclub shooting. And within days of doing that, the flag was vandalized and stolen. And there's video of this event that I'll be sharing as well in the interviews coming up. But this was also around the same time frame that this HOA was also fining this homeowner $100 a day for violating the HOA flag policy around having more than one flag on her property. There's a lot to this story. There's a lot of events that have occurred with this story, but I'm going to attempt to break this out and present this information, videos, documentation in the interviews with this homeowner. So if this is something that is interesting to you or you'd like to hear more, please like and follow. I will plan on uploading my first segments of the interview again in the days and weeks to follow. All right, thank you very much.